okay now. Today's episode is about keeping moving forward, making steps to your wealth, making steps to manifest wealth, and that takes a lot of courage, you guys. When you see super successful people, yes, they had maybe some blessings, legs up, families, insight, educations. Those are all fabulous. But you know what also they had? A certain level of drive, a certain persistence, a certain desire to want to hit a certain point of wealth in their own minds. And when you enjoy what you do, the reward is even doubly sweet because you're doing what you love and you're manifesting what you like in your life. Now, the affirmation for this episode is located on the Money Pot Potpourri. Now, the Money Pot Potpourri, you guys, it's one of the newer products, but it's been very effective because when you need to smell something just really sweet, nice, uplifting, if you have a little burner, you can set that up, sprinkle some of this on top, let it do its thing with a tea light. Now, if you don't have access to that, then it smells like Christmas. It smells like Christmas. Then you can always designate a pot, dedicate it to potpourri, boil some water, cut it off, throw some potpourri in it, and let it permeate. Okay, but the important thing is just to use the affirmation today to keep your energy up. And this affirmation states, "Open my heart to the positive financial growth and benefits." Open my heart. Open my heart. That means be vulnerable to the positive financial growth and benefits I need. To the positive growth and benefits I need. That means you have to stop dealing with dumb shit. That means you have to be honest enough with yourself. If something's not working, it's not benefiting you anymore, you have to love yourself enough to know that's the universe saying to you in an energetic way, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. You're doing everything you can and it doesn't work. That's your blessing. It's not supposed to work. Move away from it. And it goes on with, to achieve my personal goals now. To achieve my personal goal, to allow my manifestation to happen now under grace and perfect way. And so it is now. I use this every single day in my household because I need to be reminded of that same affirmations on a regular basis. Because energetically, guys, we need to be thankful. We need to be of thanks. If you can hear this show and you have nothing physically wrong with you, and you can make choices, even if it requires letting go of certain things, letting go of certain people, not in an ugly way, but just because you cannot sustain dumb shit anymore, for better words. If something's not working, if somebody's not making any sense, Mercury is in Virgo right now. That's its natural placement. Sit down with a piece of paper and a pen, do a pro and a con list, and write down the benefits that you're receiving and the things that are not too cool. And do that list. And just add up the numbers to see which side is working for you. Is this working for you? Cool, fine, and great. And it's not, then ask yourself, then why am I here? What am I trying to accomplish? Because see, wealth starts from that. Remember, your time is the most precious thing you have. And we all have a certain amount of it. And there is no heads up. They don't tell you when time's up. It's just time. All you can do is your best to take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your spirit, and not be an asshole. That's pretty much all you can do. Okay? But in that process of holding all that down, you need to affirm for better things in your life and in your existence. Yeah. Because the universe hears you. The universe hears you. Now, they're not going to push. They're not going to argue with you because the universe doesn't have time for that. They don't have time for it. When we're talking about manifesting, keeping those baby steps going, that means we got to deal with all this outside noise and then we got to get right here on what is going on within me. What am I trying to create? What is the universe saying to me? Because we do hear them. Now, we can choose to ignore them, which a lot of us do. Let's be honest. Okay, I told the story at the beginning of the program. I have a friend who literally gets hit upside her head. Literally, guys. I'm not even making this up. I was at my house. She opened my refrigerator and slung the door back. and it's two doors, and stood up because she, I don't know what the hell she was doing, stood up, and the other top part smacked her in the back of her freaking head. And I was like, damn. And she was like all stunned, and I put ice on her head and all that good stuff. And then I told her, the universe is going to give you a concussion if you don't stop being so hard headed. You gotta own that you are making choices that are not in line with what you're affirming to. Therefore, you're not moving forward, you're moving into more frustration, anger, and on and so forth. Now, they've redirected you, they've made suggestions to you, and you have chosen to ignore them. That is your choice. Good luck with that. Okay, nobody change it. But when you're getting hit upside your head, for me, that's a clear picture to stop what the fuck I'm doing. I got food poisoning this weekend. Food poisoning from my own cooking because I've been doing more fruits and the veggies, and so I ate a particular veggie, and it just did not agree with me. You want to hear what happened? Listen to the first part of the episode. This is going to be on iHeart probably by Monday. Okay. Energetically, I had these things set up. I had a Saturday itinerary, and on Sunday, I'm doing a meditation class and blah, blah, blah. I was in my own zone. And you know what the universe said to me? I think not. And they bitch slapped my ass and told me to sit down. They tapped that ass. And you know what I did? I yielded. I yielded. I let go. I rescheduled. And I'm still in recovery, you guys, because food poisoning ain't no joke. And you guys know this. All right, it is no joke. It could kill you. And so for me, I don't do those type of things because it was coming out of both ends. And that's to me hell. That's purgatory right there. Because I was like, oh hell no. So I stayed in my house, in my bedroom, and pretty much, chilled because I could tell that I had no control over this. There was no way that the universe was going to let me walk around and think I was running anything. And I went back to my affirmations and prayer. Think I did. And I went back to my affirmations and prayer. I didn't question. I said, okay, open my heart to the positive financial growth and benefit I need to achieve my personal goals now under grace and perfect way. And so it is. And you know what happened? God gave me new insight. I got a new digital managers coming in. We're doing some new filming. We're going to be doing more boosting. The universe had to shut me up so that I can sit down and hear what they wanted me to hear. And that's the power of affirming, guys. That's the power when you realize that you're maybe asking for one thing, but you're planning for something else. So you can't ask for success and then plan for failure, right? I mean, you can't say, I'm down. And then when it's time for you to be down, what happened? Where'd he go? Where'd she go? That's not the way the universe works because you do that enough time to other people, it energetically is going to be attracted to you. That's just the game. That's just how it's played. So if you learn when and where to deal with certain energies, and I'm saying with Mercury being in Virgo, which is it's a precise position. It's one of Virgo and Gemini rule Mercury, but our Earth sign, the Earth. Virgo is an Earth sign, and the Sun's also conjuncting it, so it gives us extra clarity. Man, own that shit. You don't like something, you ain't gotta say it to other people, but be clear with yourself. I just don't like that. Something's not working for you. Like I said, do that pro and con list and see where it balances, and take that step to start either moving it out of your life or making it less important. But you gotta do your thing, boo. All right, we'll do the affirmation when we come back from break. This, I swear, we're on the last segment. It's like this just goes so fast. Spiritual Coach Ari Mack, K4HD.com live. Come on back. One more segment and we're out. Stay blessed. Whoo, hey, TikTok. Give me some love. Give me some hearts, guys. Give me some hearts. Ooh. Hello, YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. Wealth is such a personal thing, right? And everybody has a different idea of what that is. Some people it's a big house, some people it's nice clothes. Me, it's living well and having my family and friends be there with me so we can all have a damn good time. I know God's got a plan for me, and I'm walking in that plan right now. Don't you want to join me in that plan? It takes affirmations. It takes aromatherapy. And I got you on the astrology part because the universe is giving us insight, but we have to learn how to use it. And as a spiritual life coach, that is what I do. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate you. I really, really, really do. And thank you, TikTok. I appreciate. I really do. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give me some hearts. All right. All right. So we have one more segment left, and then we're out. But you know what? We're trying. Hi, Germany. Oh my God, Germany. Oh my bad. The stars, the moon. Oh, hey, oh. Thank you guys. Appreciate you tuning in. All right, we getting ready to come back. Don't believe me, just watch. It's spiritual coach Ari Mack on k4hd.com, affirmation manifestation expert. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. This episode's been about keeping moving forward, making steps toward wealth. And I hope you hear me about choosing and about preparing and putting that time in on you so you can be clear about what is your motivation here. What are you trying to make happen? I mean, some people think if they get a certain amount of money, everything will fall into place. And maybe it does. I don't know. But in my experience, you need health, you need wealth, you need love, and self expression. Those things are the cornerstones of keeping you centered and focused so that you continue to have a good life and bring in cool people. But everybody has choice. Now, right now, we have a wonderful opportunity with Mercury being in Virgo, its natural position. It's one of the strongest position, in my opinion, for clarity because it's an analytical sign, Virgo. And it's an earth sign. So it's going to give you a chance to be very grounded and practical. So it's not going to be all this fluffy foo-foo stuff. It's going to be like, hey, what are the steps that I need to achieve my goals? Now, the affirmation that we're using today is on the Money Pot Potpourri from Candles by Ari. So definitely check that out. And it states, open my heart to the positive financial growth and benefits. So not only growing, but benefiting. I need to achieve my personal goals now. Everybody's got their own goals. It's personal. Under grace in perfect way, and so it is. I say this affirmation constantly on a regular basis. I use the Money Pot Potpourri every single day because I like the way it smells and it makes me feel calm and centered, knowing that I'm creating this positive vibration around myself. And the benefits are proof in the pudding. My bank account keeps going up. Why? Because the universe hears you. The universe hears you. There are no accidents in the universe, especially when you get into your balanced universal flow. But of course, you got to be ready to balance. Now, I have an owl above me, okay? And that owl represents like wisdom, intuition, protection. I always thought of it just being wise because I believe in the scarecrow method, which means, instead of just giving a man a fish, you teach him how to fish, right? Instead of killing all the cattle or killing all the crows, you put a scarecrow up to discourage them from coming in. These kind of things I think breed more positivity. They don't send people into a world where they're trying to, you know, lose their minds. We have enough of losing of minds, don't you think? I just walking through life and making some choices sometimes can be very rough. But energetically, We have to put this energy into a place where we can also receive. And meditating, spiritual development, putting time on saying positive things to yourself is mandatory in this world. That's why I do affirmations and aromatherapy on my candles. Bless, bless. I live right down the street from what's considered like the baddest ass fire department in this county, and they have the jaws of life and everything. So bless it. If you hear something pass by, bless them, because they're on their way to help somebody. And we all know sometimes you just need help. So when you're thinking about wealth and success and happiness, I need you just to find, what does that look like to you? What would be your ultimate I made it? What give you that pat on the back that you're okay now? Everybody has a certain goal. So let's start with the baby goal. Okay? Let's put a little bit of time on just healing our insides. I told you guys I got sick as a dog this week. I got food poisoning. Food poisoning. Ah! And it took me down, like to the point I could not leave my house. But you know what? It gave me a chance to be still, to just be still, and to own my actions and to conjure up what I needed, which was to heal, to purge, obviously to let go. All right. And, I did miss my meditation class, but I didn't miss my meditation class because I record every session. So I just went into my library, pulled out one of my own meditations, and sit there and did it with myself, It was quite enlightening. It was kind of trippy, but at the same time, I enjoyed it because the energy was still there. It was just captured in, film. It's on Zoom. I need to work on some lighting stuff. But you know what? One step at a time. I'm not going to try to make everything perfect because who is a perfect? Who's a perfect person? Name me one. So I'm going to ask you guys to use this affirmation. Open my heart to the positive financial growth and benefits I need to achieve my personal goals now under grace and perfect way. And so it is. Please join me at candlesbyari.com, spiritualcoacharimac.com. Manifestation is an art, and I am an exquisite artist. Spiritual coaching entails your soul, your spirit connecting to what you came down here to do, and then what are you choosing to do? Because this free will thing, it's no joke. You can decide to do really silly shit, and the universe ain't going to say nothing because that's your choice. Now, is that what you really want? Probably not, but that's why you have to affirm and slow down and try to just get aligned. Well, what am I saying? What am I doing? So the universe can bring in what you need. What you need. And claim this victory in your name. Expect this victory in your name. What did I say? I am walking in my divine design right now, and I know Spirit has a plan for me. And I'm walking in that plan right now under grace and perfect way. And so it is. So let's own this. Let's spend some time treating ourselves a little bit better and thinking about what money means, and more importantly, how to manage your time, guys. Your time is your most precious commodity you have. And wherever you're placing it, even if it's for financial gains, just allow it to be something that's beneficial to your soul as well. Don't let anything take your time and then you're resentful for giving it. That creates a toxicity type of environment around receiving and giving, which you do not want. I told you I have clients whose parents always said negative things about money, and it was never enough money. Some of them didn't even give their kids regular meals. They just didn't. And told them there's just not enough food. So as adults, they're always a little deprived on the food end because they feel like it's just not enough, and they can have as much as they want. That's what I'm saying about the energy. It's so ingrained. It's so just drilled in. But I feel like as a spiritual educator that I have to really work on, hey, what do you want to do? What makes you feel good? How can we make life a little bit more comfortable for you? That's really deep. That's really, really deep because that requires you to pay attention to you. That requires you to put yourself first. Mm. That requires you to open up to a new way of doing things that you may not have considered. How about that? And it's about rebuking that crap that people throw at you because people have opinions and they're like assholes. Everybody has one. That doesn't mean you have to listen to every single one. I'm just saying. Pick and choose. Pick and choose. But we're moving in a different level. We're moving at a different frequency. Energy is coming down faster because we have access to so much information. Please use the internet wisely. Fact check yourself. Make sure when you repeat something, it has a valid goal. There's a lot of people that just run with ideas and do a lot of production on them and then turn around the thing ain't even true. And I've had that happen myself where I've said something and then later somebody said, "Hey, did you check this?" And I didn't. I did not. And they called me out on it, and I had to apologize because I didn't do the facts check. I just assumed that the source that I was looking at was a valid source. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do your fact check. Okay? Do your fact check. It just keeps life a little easier, less complications, and you can honestly say, "Hey, this is where I got it from, but if that's not correct, sorry, my bad." Okay, we're going to do this affirmation again. Open my heart to the positive financial growth and benefits I need to achieve my personal goals now, under grace and perfect way, and so it is. And as I said, this is available on the Money Pot Potpourri. It's available at candlesbyari.com, and Spiritual Coach Ari Mack is where you can get your course, the Manifestation Bootcamp. Spiritual development, you can't even put a price tag on it, honestly. Now, it's up to you how to receive, but do you want to be happy? Do you want to grow? See, I always think of spiritual, I compare it to cars, how we need to get to where we need to get to. So we use the most efficient transportation available, which is individual cars. Not bicycles, not tricycles, not trains, cars. So for that car to go, we put gas in it. We hopefully keep it clean. We wash it, make sure it's serviced properly. But do you do the same for your spiritual well being? You put any time on checking in on how you're feeling, what the universe is saying to you. Are you connecting? Do you even know what day it is? Do you care? Anything? Ever. Yeah. So with that kind of energy, you're not going to go too far. You're just not, because the universe is going to say, "Oh, okay," and leave you be. Because it's not conviction. It's not coming from your soul. You're doing something, but you're not necessarily making things happen. When it comes to wealth and success, you have to slow down and realize, what is my wealth? What is my value? And use your most precious commodity, your time, to cash in. All right. And on that note, I'm gonna go with spiritual coach Ari Mack, affirmation aromatherapy expert. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for all my social medias. Don't forget to join me on YouTube under Spiritual Coach Ari Mack, TikTok under Candles by Ari, my Candles by Ari on all the other social medias. And stay blessed. See you next time. Bye.